Yo, what's up everybody? I'm Akeem Lawanson, and in today's Fix of Entertainment news, we break down new images of Godzilla from the upcoming -1 movie, plus new details on George Romero's final zombie movie. That and a whole lot more in today's Fix. Let's drop it. Now we got a brand new look at Godzilla in all his glory and new images released by Toho from Godzilla -1. Now here we see the massive kaiju covered in that nearly impenetrable reptilian skin with prominent spikes that run from his upper back to the tip of his tail. Now looking at his legs, they're kind of reminiscent of Shin Godzilla, which is no surprise. But our boy just keeps getting more and more dummy thick with every iteration. Now with this particular look, the designers definitely captured that prehistoric ethos, giving him very segmented and prominent spikes throughout his body. Now, I personally can't wait to see this design done in action figure form so we can really analyze the details in person. And I get to play with an action figure. I love toys. Anyways, as for Godzilla -1, the film takes place after the devastating events of World War II, which unfortunately set Japan back, which could be why the film is titled -1, as it can be surmised that Japan was put in the negative following World War II. Now, we also received a brief teaser trailer for the upcoming Godzilla movie a couple of weeks back, which set the picture of a post-war Japan. Now, Godzilla emerges to add to the destruction that took place during the devastation caused by the effects of nuclear warfare. Now, fans might be both excited and surprised to see we're getting Godzilla -1 just a year after it was announced last year on Godzilla Day, November 3rd. Now, November 3rd, 1954 was the date the original Godzilla film made its way onto the screen. Now, it's been a while since we've seen Toho's iteration of Godzilla, as the last time we saw this particular version was in 2016 Shin Godzilla. And even that movie was long overdue, coming 12 years after 2004's Godzilla Final Wars. Now, what Toho has planned for Godzilla moving forward after -1 should be promising for fans who want more of the massive monster. Now, Toho has been laying the groundwork for more Godzilla movies since 2021, speeding up the kaiju shared universe it has in development. Now, this will be separate from what Legendary and WB are doing with Godzilla Kong Monsterverse, that whole thing over there, so don't expect any tie-ins to happen. More on what Toho has planned. Now, the man in charge of the Godzilla wing over at Toho said back in 2018, quote, "After 2021, we're thinking of a potential strategy that releases Godzilla movies uninterrupted at a rate of every 2 years, although there is a preference for a yearly pace as well. The future of the series and its forwarding developments are very conscious of the method of shared universe. Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, etc. could all share a single worldview, much like a Marvel movie where Iron Man and the Hulk can cross over with each other. But diehard fans of our big boy know that isn't anything new. Now, we've seen Godzilla face King Kong in 1962's King Kong vs. Godzilla, that giant moth in 1964's Godzilla vs. Mothra, Rodan, who first appeared in 1956's Rodan, and then in 1964's Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. All films that seem to be leading to some sort of shared kaiju universe. But it'll be interesting to see these battles play out in modern times with the advancement of technology beyond dudes in big-ass rubberized suits. Godzilla -1 hits US theaters December 1st. Our next story, the late George Romero's final zombie flick, Twilight of the Dead, is looking like it'll see the light of day. Now, Roundtable Entertainment will be financing the movie with the script already completed based on work Romero had done on a treatment for the film before his passing in 2017. Now, casting for Twilight of the Dead took place before the ongoing actor strike, with the production team hoping to start filming later this year. Now, Suzanne Romero, George Romero's wife, told the press, quote, "I'm delighted to be joining forces with Roundtable to bring the eerie evolution of Romero's universe to the screen. Roundtable impressed me with their long-term and deep love of George's work. I believe they have the vision to produce the best version of this movie that honors the Romero legacy. I can't wait to start filming." And honestly, we can't wait to see the final product, which is being billed as the final chapter in Romero's Living Dead saga, which first rose from the dead back in 1968 with the cult classic Night of the Living Dead. Now, Dawn and Day of the Dead are my two all-time favorites from him personally, but I'd love to know which one of his films is yours. Are there any Land of the Dead lovers out there? Comment down below and let's discuss. And finally, Twitter X Blue, that's a weird thing to say, subscribers are now granted the ability to hide their verification status. That's right, if you pay to have a blue check mark, you can now hide it from other members so that you're not made fun of for paying to look important. Now, Elon Musk really did think of everything, didn't he? Anyways, looking further into this, the Twitter support article on this new feature reads, quote, "The check mark will be hidden on your profile and posts. The check mark may still appear in some places and some features could still reveal you have an active subscription. Some features may not be available while your check mark is hidden." So it doesn't necessarily sound like this is foolproof just yet. But the best way to avoid looking like a fool yourself is to just cancel the freaking $84 a year subscription you have and stop caring about it altogether. There's really no use to this, I'm telling you. There used to be an important reason behind verification, but with both Twitter and Instagram offering it up at a cost, it just seems useless these days. Like your neighborhood barista, anybody can catch that blue check fade. Definitely not worth it these days, but you know, it's there for you if you still care. All right, and that was your entertainment fix for today. I'm Akeem Lawanson. Thank you all so much for watching. Now that you're caught up on today's news, please check out our previous episode. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for everything else, stick with IGN.